Hi everyone, welcome to Career Talk. I am back with another important video. Let's suppose you are in a manager's position. You have a team of few people, out of which one person is an excellent performer, second person is an average performer, and third person is a relatively poor performer. And you are the manager. And now if you get additional workload, you get more work and you don't have time to onboard new people, but you want to get started with the work and you need to distribute between these three people. To whom will you give the most responsibility? To whom will you give the major chunk of work? Will you give it to the poor performer, average performer, or the top performer? I guess your answer is that you will give major responsibility or most amount of work to the top performer. And why does this happen? This happens because the guy is a top performer, because you trust him with the kind of work which he has delivered in the past, and that's why you want to give him the major portion of work so that you as a manager are assured that there will be no mess up and things will get done. One thing which we forget as a manager is that this top performer is probably already loaded and now we are adding more work on his plate. So as a manager, it is our responsibility to see that this guy is not getting overworked and he is not getting burnt out. And on this subject of overwork, I saw this interesting post on LinkedIn today which says that we need to stop glamorizing overwork, please. The absence of sleep, good diet, exercise, relaxation, and time with family and friends isn't something to be applauded. Too many people wear this burnout as a badge of honor and it needs to change. So when I read this quote, I was really impressed because this quote says not about the manager but about the person who is getting overloaded, that this person actually needs to think that, boss, I have a family to take care of. I have to take care of my body as well with respect to the amount of sleep I need or the kind of food I eat and exercise that I do, etc., etc. So this person who is getting overloaded needs to be responsible for himself, for his family, and should not or must not wear this badge of overwork as a badge of honor. That, you know what, I work 16 hours a day, I work 14 hours and I've achieved this, I've achieved that. I think this quote is trying to tell that everybody needs to understand that getting burnt out or overworking is not a good thing at all. Now, some people may agree or disagree because the fact of the matter is, unless you work hard, unless you overperform and beat others, you will probably not grow in your career or you will not get promoted. That is also true. So what does one do then? I think the real balance is in identifying how much you want to overwork, how much overloaded or additional tasks can you carry, and for what reason. What do you really want to achieve? Because once you become a top performer, once you really start to perform and people start to trust you, they will continuously dump you with work. And that is where this second quote which I saw on LinkedIn comes into picture, which says that being good at your job often attracts more work. It is called performance punishment and it is dangerous game for leaders. Overworking your high performers to avoid growing your underperformers is a fast track to disaster. It breeds resentment. Good people will leave and poor performers will not learn. Be careful of the behaviors and standards we reward. So this is really one good eye-opening post for managers or for organizations, that when they distribute work, they have to really take care of their top performers. They can't go beyond a point in overstressing them. Because if they do, the top performers will leave and the low performers are anyway not learning anything. So they will not change. And there is one more angle to this entire thing, which is sometimes people take advantage of this whole perception of overwork and they actually don't overwork. They just pretend to overwork and try to take advantage of it. And that is where this third quote comes into picture, which says that if somebody is working for late hours, then it does not always mean that they are hard working. It can also mean that they are inefficient. So the message that I want to share with all of you in this video is, in your current phase of career or life, you need to decide the balance. You need to decide when you want to really go overboard and take additional responsibility and when you really want to say no to your managers and do what you really want to do in the stipulated number of hours. Because from a company perspective, if you are doing good, they will always expect more and more from you. So you need to draw the line. There's nobody else who is going to draw that line for you. Alright, so there are advantages as well as disadvantages of going overboard. Do let me know what you think about it in comments, and if you have faced any of these scenarios which we have discussed in this video. If you relate to it, do share it in your network, especially in your WhatsApp groups, and do show a thumbs up as a sign of appreciation. Thank you so much for your love and support for the channel to grow. I will see you in another video day after tomorrow. Till then, take care. Bye for now.